Hello everyone. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special channel of GIB CIB YouTube channel. So in today's session, we are going to discuss the topic that is Consumer Protection Act 2019. This act was actually made in 1986, but as we know that with the development of the technology, this act has been amended in 2019, and in 2019 the new act come into picture. So there are so many changes that is done in 2019, so we will discuss all the changes that is done in the Consumer Protection Act. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand that what is the term consumer means. Okay, so consumer is the person who just purchase the goods and who avail the services. What is this? Consumer means who purchase the goods and who avail the services. That is called consumer. Suppose if any defect come in the goods and services, so the consumer can easily go to the consumer forum. That is written in the Consumer Protection Act. Is that okay? So now, first of all, we have to understand the consumer right. That is important one. Okay. So now let's discuss the consumer right that is given here. The first is, as you can see, the first is right to safety. So what is right to safety? Suppose if we are purchasing anything, it should be safe for us. Is that okay? This is called right to safety. So it is the duty of manufacturer, whatever they are manufacturing the products or giving the services, it should be safe for the people. Second right is right to consumer education. What is consumer education? Suppose if we are purchasing anything, it is the duty of seller to just tell us about the goods and services. So it is our right to get educated about the goods and services that is provided by the manufacturer or any shopkeeper. The third one is right to choose. We have a right to choose between any goods and services. It is our choice because we are the free citizen of India. So that's why it is our, right to choose anything. Next is right to be heard. What is this? Next is right to be heard. Heard means listen. Suppose if anything happened to consumer, it is a right of every consumer to be heard before any particular forum. So in Consumer Protection Act, we have a particular forum in which we can easily put our rights. Right to be informed, that is a right of consumer to be informed about every goods and services which he want to avail. And the last one is right to redressal. So what is redressal? In this particular act, we have a proper forum, that is district forum, state forum, national forum, in which we can easily put our cases. So please first of all see the rights of consumer. Okay, that is important. So I hope so that is easily clear to all of you. Okay, so this is the consumer rights. Now class, if we talk about the jurisdiction, see, in the actual act was of 1986. The actual act was of 1986. In 2019, jurisdiction change. In 2021 also the jurisdiction change. This is our district commission, this is state commission, this is national commission. So if we talk about the 1986, so district commission, up to 20 lakh matter can be solved. 20 lakh up to 1 crore matter can be solved, and national commission above 1 crore matter can be solved. Okay, next is 2019, up to 1 crore matter can be solved. 1 crore up to 10 crore matter can be solved. This is above 10 crore matter can be solved. If we talk about 2021, that is the latest amendment that you have to know. Latest amendment. So this is up to 50 lakh. This is 50 lakh up to 2 crore. And this is about 2 crore. So this is the jurisdiction that is mentioned in 2021. So what jurisdiction you have to learn? You have to learn 2019 one and 2021. Why? Because 2019 is given in your syllabus and 2021, that is the latest amendment, is also given. So that's why you have to learn 2019 as well as 21 jurisdiction. Is that okay? So this is important one. Okay, so this is important jurisdiction in Consumer Protection Act. I'm just giving you the one example so that you can easily understand. Suppose if it is 1 crore. Suppose if I have purchased the car, the price of the car is 50 lakh. If any defect will come and the shopkeeper is not listening my words, so I have a right that I can easily go to the district commission, because up to 1 crore I have a right to file the case. So right now 2021 is trending because it is the latest what amendment. So we have to follow the latest amendment. So whenever the question will come now, in the question your ear will be 100% that is written. Okay, so you have to learn this thing, that is important. See. Okay, now class, if we talk about the limitation period in this one, so that is also very much easy. Suppose Reshma ma'am is there. Okay, Reshma ma'am is there. This is district commission. This is state commission. This is national commission, and this is Supreme Court. Okay. Suppose Reshma ma'am want to file the case directly to the district commission. So 2 years is the limitation period in which she can file the case. If Reshma ma'am wants to file the case directly in state commission, so again she have a 2 years of limitation. And Reshma ma'am, suppose if she want to file the case directly in national commission, so again she have a 2 year of limitation period. Directly means the jurisdiction come under this one. So that's why she can easily file directly in state commission, in national commission. Okay. Now class, Reshma ma'am want to file the case in district commission. 2 years a limitation. From district to state, she have a 45 days. From state to national, she have a 30 days. From national to Supreme Court, she have a 30 days. So this thing you have to remember. And from district commission to state commission, if any appellant body want to go, 50% he have to pay. And from state to national, 50% he have to pay. So this thing you have to remember. 2 year, this, 45 days, 30 days, 30 days. 50%, 50%. C class. That is a limitation period that you have to understand, you have to learn. Okay, so I hope so that is clear to all of you. 50% is the amount. Suppose if the district commission have given the decision, so 50% up to the he have to give. Okay, so this is important. Is that okay? Now class, let's understand the summary that is given. So this act was enacted on August 9, 2019, come into force in July 20, 2020, while certain provision of the act like establishing the Central Consumer Protection Authority come into effect in July 2020. Okay. Section 2 define the major terms which is found occurring in the act. The unit also deal with the establishment, working and object of the what? Central Consumer Protection Council, State Consumer Protection Council, and District Consumer Protection Council, which are advisory council mainly to render advice and the promotion and protection of the rights. So this is the what? Function of the council. So in this act, we have a council also. That is too large. So this is council that we have to understand. This is authority that is also given. So there are so many organizations that we have to study. So each have a particular role. So it's a Central Consumer Protection Authority. That authority is at the central level. So there are so many functions of the authority. So authority, council, whatever, that is a group of people. If we talk about the council, so council is also the group of people, okay? And the basic function of the council is that is written in the yellow highlighted point. Okay, next is this. The Central Consumer Authority formed. So this is about your authority. Central Consumer Protection Authority formed under Section 10 of the statute is the main body slated with the job to protect, promote, enforce the right of consumer as a class, prevent violation of consumer rights under this act, inquire, cause inquiry, investigate to be made in violation of consumer rights, unfair trade practices, file complaints before district commission, state commission, national commission. So class, we also have a district commission, state commission, national commission. So in one way, we can say we have a commission also. We have a what? Commission also. That is important. Okay, that is important part. Okay, then class, as you can easily see, District Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission does not exceed 50 lakh. Okay, this is 50 lakh but up to 2 crore, and this is beyond 2 crore. So that is important for the examination point of view. Okay, now let's discuss the question and answer. The first is, which of the following is not complainant under the provision of Consumer Protection Act? So complainant is the person who just complained. Any voluntary consumer association registered under any law, the mediator, the central authority, and the legal heir or the legal representative of the consumer. So tell me which of the following is not consumer. Which of the following is not complainant under the provision of Consumer Protection Act 2019? The right is mediator. Okay, because mediator is the authority whose main function is to give justice. Because we have a ADR system, alternate dispute resolution, just like arbitration, conciliation, mediation. So in conciliation, we have a conciliator. In arbitration, we have a arbitrator. Is that okay? A consumer include a person who buy a goods, services for the commercial purpose. That is true and false. Tell me. So consumer include a person who buy a good and services for the commercial purpose. That is absolutely what? False. Okay, because for commercial purpose, this is not. Which of the following is the chairperson of Central Consumer Protection Council? Prime Minister, President of India, Finance Minister, Minister in charge of Department of Consumer Affairs. Tell me. Which of the following is the chairperson of Central Consumer Protection Council? Prime Minister, President of India, Finance Minister, what? The right answer is this one. Okay, This is right to choose, safety, consumer education, right to be heard. Tell me the right answer. First is provide consumer association, educational institution and policymaker can play the important role. Provide the consumer to approach the government and public policies when decisions and policies are made which can hamper the consumer interest. Provide the consumer must be assured whenever possible access to the variety of goods services at competitive price. Provide a safeguard of consumer against goods and services which is hazardous to the health. So if we talk about to be heard, third A, because consumer education, it's provide consumer association, educational institution, policymaker can play the important role. So for the third A is the right answer. So but obvious second, right to safety, it's a D. Exactly, safety, that is safeguard, right? 4, right to be heard, provide consumer approach the government and public bodies when decision the policy is made which hamper the consumer interest. This is right answer. And for the first C, right to choose, provide consumer must assure whether possible access the variety of good. So class B is the right answer for this question. See, B is the right answer. Please see all the points. Okay, next. So guys, okay, Yesh had a severe pain in the throat. He called up the doctor, asked for the telephonic servant to get sachet from the local chemist with a cash memo. After consuming the sachet, he started feeling more ill, so he picked up the empty sachet, started reading the label. To his utter dismay, the sachet had already expired last month. Which of the following remedy is not available to him any longer as a consumer? To withdraw the hazardous goods from sale, to replace the defective product with a new one, to refund the price paid for the product, to repay the reasonable amount of compensation of any loss suffered by consumer due to the negligence of opposite party. So what is the right answer? Which of the following is not available? What is this? Not available to him. To withdraw the hazardous goods from the sale, this is not the exact one. In the case of aggrieved party is not satisfied with the decision of national consumer, he can make further appeal to State Commission, District Forum, Supreme Court, and all of the above. Tell me. He can appeal to the, that is easy, Supreme Court of India. Okay. Now, which of the following is not correct? A user of manufactured defective goods used with approval of buyer can file a case against manufacturer of defective goods. Consumer can file complaint against manufacturer of defective goods. A seller from whom the consumer have purchased the good can file a case against manufacturer of defective goods. A buyer of the goods for which full payment is not yet made but promised to pay in future can file the case against manufacturer of defective goods. So which of the following is not correct, class? This is not the right answer, okay? This is not the right answer, okay? This one. The seller manipulate the price. It is called what? Caveat emptor, unfair trade practices, restricted trade practices. So that is written in the book. The right answer is restricted one, okay? Okay. District to state commission to national to Supreme Court. So we have already done 45 days, 30 days, 30 days. Filing case to district commission, 2 year, 2 year, 2 year. And appellant pay 50%. So this is important one. Okay, this is the important point. So guys, that's all for today. So I hope so you people just enjoy the session. So this is your Consumer Protection Act. Do not forget to enroll in the latest batch, which is going to be start in March, because in March your registration process is also going to be start. So this is very important to enroll in the new batch. You can also join the focus batch. Only few subjects are already done. Okay, so that's all for today's. Have a nice day. And you can also see we have a separate single batch. You can also take the subscription of single batch. This is CIB video courses in English, in bilingual, or this extreme is in which both English plus English is there. This is the mock test. We have a ebook separate, we have a books, we have a CIB ka Mahapack. So whatever you want, you have to enroll by applying the coupon code Y391. Okay, so before doing the registration, do not forget to elect